In this video, I wanted to have a look at the foreground of the painting, this little grassy area and the field of wheat and some of those hills behind there. In this video, I'm not going to demonstrate any stitches. You can check out how to do these stitches in their individual stitch tutorials, but I wanted to talk through some different ideas for which stitches you could use here and how to combine them. In this example, I started off by doing the French knots, and I did them in 3 different sizes. So for these ones in the corner here, these are just with a single strand of DMC thread in the red and that lovely blue purple color. And then here I've got them in 2 more sizes. This is with 4 strands and this is with 2 strands. And sometimes I like using a mix of 4 strands and 2 strands because then you end up, that totals to 6. So that's kind of a handy way of splitting up your threads. And also it gives you that variation. So you've got these ones that are farther away, and then as they get closer they get bigger, but some of them are, you know, there's kind of 1 or 2 big ones in each clump just to give it a little bit of visual interest. So that's one thing that you can do. Even if you're using the same stitch, you can vary it up a little bit by including different colors and different sizes of thread. And then I did also do some little straight stitches in green thread, and you could probably use the 2 different colors or 3 different colors of green in there for those different colors of grasses if you wanted to as well. For the wheat, I decided to just add a few little clumps of kind of random straight stitches with 2 strands of the yellow. There are lots of other things you could do in this wheat area. For that I'm going to peel back and have a look at our stitches that we just worked on for the treat area. I think fly stitches would look quite cool in here. The other thing that you could do is really long rows of running stitch. So running stitch is this one that I've worked in the sky, and it creates that subtle texture and pop of color, and you could add rows and rows and rows of repeating running stitch through the grasses, punctuated by some fly stitches or straight stitches, or you could just leave it as is with the running stitches. That could also be really fun. Or you could fill it in with straight stitches or split stitch or pretty much any stitch there. So there's lots of fun stuff you could do in this grassy area. And then for the hills, for this example, I decided to just do some back stitch. I also have some tiny little amounts of straight stitch there. Other stitches that you could use would be, you could fill that whole thing in with some split stitch. You could really play with the shading and fill the whole thing in with French knots in different colors of green. Or you could fill it all in with straight stitch, add some fly stitch in there to add different textures. So again, you could pretty much use any stitch you like. It's all about finding ones that you enjoy doing, and then I would encourage you to find a stitch that you like and then change it up a little bit by changing the colors or the thread widths that you're using. So have some thick threads and thin threads, and even if you stick to just one stitch, you can get a lot of variation by changing those things. Hopefully that gives you a few ideas on different stitches that you can use to fill in the grassy area and the field of wheat. I hope that you have fun finding some stitches that you enjoy working on, and please send me photos. I would love to see which stitches you chose and how you decided to fill in your artwork. You can send me a picture by emailing me at shannon@creativeconfidence.ca, or you can send me a message on Instagram, or if you have a public Instagram profile, you could tag me. So I would love to see pictures of your finished work. Please share them, and I'll post them onto the online gallery so they can inspire other people as well. All right, happy stitching, everyone.